Welcome to today's edition of the show podcast.
He said there's no good way to answer questions about it. Moby has discussed the controversy behind his claims that he once dated Natalie Portman in a new interview. Soon after, Portman refuted the musician's claims that she was involved in a romantic relationship with him, saying she found it disturbing that false stories were being used to promote the book. After days of criticism and reflection, Moby apologized to Natalie, as well as the other people I wrote about, and then it fell apart without telling them beforehand. Asked about the scandal in a new interview with The Guardian, Moby said, "You know, you're asking me to open up such a can of worms. There's no good way to answer. One option is terrible, the other is really terrible." He added, "So if we were playing chess right now, this is the part where I'd pick up my phone and pretend I've got an emergency call." Going on to discuss the negative press he received at the time, he said, "If you talk to my managers or people I work with, I only have one ironclad rule, which is, don't send me press links or reviews because I don't read any of it. When the lunacy was happening a couple of years ago, I took refuge in my ignorance. Obviously it became hard to ignore, especially when I had the tabloids camped outside my door. But I guess I realized that if everyone in the world hates me, I can still wake up in my same comfortable bed every morning and go hiking." He was also asked whether he regretted his behavior around Portman. "A part of me wishes I could spend the next 2 hours deconstructing the whole thing," he said, "but there's levels of complexity and nuance that I really can't go into." He concluded, "There is a part of me in hindsight that wishes I hadn't written the book. But then sales figures indicate that not that many people actually read it." Moby will release his new album Reprise, a new orchestral reimagining of some of his past hits, on May 28. It will be accompanied by a documentary entitled Moby Doc, which will take a close look at his struggles with addiction and depression. He hopes it will help counter any misrepresentation of who he really is.